Welcome back to Crypt Custodian. This is part 9, and we are going to start by looking at our crouton photos because we were being chased by a giant bug when we found the last one. So let's take a look now at Crouton's story through pictures. And it looks like he had a pretty good life. So once you're done doing that, we are going to head over to the right and speak to Pebble. Continue over to the right, and we are headed to a curse, which is why I'm not fighting these enemies. I want to make sure that they are still there to help us get rid of the curse quicker. This is Curse of the Twin Spirits, and I think this is probably the worst curse. These two black and green entities follow you around and circle you and constantly spit fireballs at you until you break the curse. So getting rid of this one quickly is definitely to your advantage. And you cannot hit them. They don't count. You know what I'm saying? Head up and you can collect the little guy's photo number 1. This is all the little mice that Pebble is taking care of. We're going to get photos for these guys. Be sure to take out any enemies you possibly can. Go down and go to the right and we'll get a statue that gives us a certain amount of enemies. Of course it's going to be 5 and we need 6 to break the curse. So these terrible little puffballs are going to be following us around for a while. Yeah, the curse requires 15 enemies eliminated. So, we're on the hunt for the final one. Exit to the right, jump on the platform that just moves you around. When you see that bubble, jump inside the bubble to the next platform so that we can exit to the right. Here there are walls on either side that protect you, unless the twin spirits are inside of it, of course. Here, when you touch the well, you'll see that they stop shooting at you. Make your way over to the right and be careful of these blocks because once they sense you're in their path, they will shoot toward you. There we go. We have finally broken the curse, but be careful because the fireballs don't go away just because you broke the curse. And you do get an upgrade point for breaking that curse. Once you're finished, head up and to the right, and you'll have to kind of zigzag between those blocks. And from here, we can either go up or down. So to start, we're going to head downward. Be careful, there are more blocks here. Just follow this path down and take out any enemies along the way. And when we enter the next room to the left, we're going to be at a time trial. The most important thing to remember for this time trial is do not jump and do not use your air dash. Just let the platforms do what they do, and all you really have to do is aim in the direction that you want to go. There, I messed it up. But we're going to try again, and I'm going to get it this time. Yes, it's, I made it way more complicated than it needed to be when I was trying to do this, and it took me quite a few tries to understand that for the most part, you just have to let these platforms move you along, and all you really have to do is aim to where you want to land. Of course, you get an upgrade point at the end. When you leave to the right, jump on that platform. Be careful, there is a block waiting for you. Once you have taken out all the enemies, you can hit the switch and it gives you a permanent bridge to the left side. And there is a room over to the right that we haven't been to, but we're actually going to go back, cross this permanent bridge, and head up into the previous room. As we go up, remember there are those blocks here, and we're going to head up into a new room. Watch out for the blocks and the enemies. This area isn't too difficult. You just have to use a lot of timing to make sure that you don't get hit by the blocks or by the attacks. Exit to the right, take out the enemies in this room. We're going to head down this way to take out more enemies. This room has what looks to be 2 exits, one up and one to the right. For now, we're going to take the right exit. And you'll see over there, there's a photo that we cannot reach yet. So we'll have to work our way around to get to it. So head back to your previous room and head down. And when we get into this next area, it's another statue of enemies. It's only 5, not too many. And there are all these weird sort of black puffball creatures. I don't exactly know what to compare them to. Once you've done that, we can head back up. And we'll exit upward to meet Pebble. This is a really big ask from Pebble, asking us to take care of all of these tiny jumping mice. But, you know, we're a good friend. We're going to do that for her. Make sure that you save at this well. And we do have a boss fight coming up, so you may want to look at all of your upgrades. I did change my special attack to the fireball. You might want to do the same, but you do not have to. You can choose any combination of upgrades that you like. I'm just giving you what I used as a template because I find it works really, really well. Take a look at your upgrade points. The heavy hitter is really good because it reduces your cost to use a special attack, which means as you're hitting your enemy, your little jar will fill up much, much faster, allowing you to use more of your special attacks during a boss fight, or even just during regular gameplay. You'll get it filled up to where you can use that special attack more often. When you're finished, you can exit to the right, and we're jumping right into the Moon Man boss fight. The Moon Man isn't super difficult. He's certainly not easy, but once you learn the attack patterns, it's not so bad. He'll sometimes shoot out those eyeballs. When you see that circle, you want to jump outside the circle, wait for the spikes, and then jump back in the middle of the circle. It's the same thing here with those. He'll do a bunch of those little hexagons. See how you jump out and then jump back in? Once you get him down to, I guess, about 75% health, you'll see his hands pop out and they'll shoot fireballs at you. Those hands can also be hit. We're wearing him down pretty good now. If only I could stop getting hit by stuff. All these circle eyes, you want to go to the middle of the platform and just jump. You have to time your jumps, of course, but they're always going to go to the middle of the platform to try to hit you. And that's most of his attacks, really. Once you have defeated him, you will get the Over the Edge trophy for defeating the Moon Man. And of course, we have saved the little guys, and they become part of our friend group. So they're gonna hang out right there. They're not gonna follow us anymore, so we really didn't have to watch them too long. When you exit to the right, we'll be at the tower area, but this is an area we haven't been to before in the tower. Those enemies you just saw, you don't even have to hit them. They'll run up to you and just explode automatically. Once they get so close, they just explode. All you have to do is watch out for the explosion. Go over to this platform where you can move it over to the right and use your Broomerang dash upward, and we'll exit over to the right. Here we have the machines that spit out the swirly fireballs. Time it to where you can go to the bottom platform. Let these enemies explode themselves. And we want to exit down. When you get on this platform, we have another statue that has a lot of enemies, but all of these enemies are these ones that self-detonate. So really, you don't have to fight anything. You just have to watch out that you don't get hit. I'm doing a terrible job at it, I know. And there are quite a few of them. Once you're done with that, you'll see we can exit either right or down. We're going to head over to the right first. Follow the path and take out the enemies along the way. And when you leave that room, you come to a well. You can go ahead and make a save. Let's go up and hit this movable platform over to the right, where we find the little guy's photo number 2. Once you've gotten that, hit your platform back over to jump to the well. And we're going to follow the path to where we can go down. Now here you want to use your Broomerang dash. You can dash over to it if you like, or you can just wait until it hits the lever and then use the permanent bridge to bring us down into the next room. Again, here we have to Broomerang dash to the other platform. Again here. You can hit these guys with your broom and make them explode. Or they will naturally explode when you pass by. Hit the switch and you get a permanent bridge that goes down. You should recognize this area. We have been here before. As you continue down, this is where we fought the tower haunters. So we have just connected one part of the tower to the other. And now we're back at a well. We're going to teleport up to the previous well in the newer area. Head over to the left and take out any enemies that are in your path. We've got a lot of garbage going on right now. Let's head down this time. This is the only area right here we haven't inspected. Now, if you look over to the left, we want to head over to the left on the broken, the crumbling blocks, because there is a spirit over there hidden. I am trying to take these guys out, but it's not going to work. You don't have to. They'll naturally explode when we get close to them. So Broomerang dash to the left to the crumbling bricks so that we can free that spirit. This is spirit number 13. Now we're going to have to get our Broomerang dash ready because the crumbling blocks, of course, fall down once you stand on them for too long. So get it ready, use it to jump across, and then just follow the path of crumbling blocks. Be careful of the exploding enemies and their attacks. And exit to the left. Of course, there are several enemies in this area, but nothing too difficult. The only way that we can go is up. So make your way here. We will get the Aimless Archer upgrade. Oh, this is actually a special attack. I have never used that one, but it's completely up to you if you want to give it a try. Now go upward and you can hit that switch and it will lower a gate so that we can go back to another area of the tower. And as we head down, we're going to exit to the left. Just jump across all the broken platforms. And here we saw this earlier. We'll jump on that block to get the little guy's photo number 3 and earn the little guy's memory trophy. These poor little guys, I'm amazed they wanted to come with me because I'm a cat. Once you've gotten that, we're going to teleport over to the Weeping Wastes area. Here I'm trying to find the one where there's the cat in the jar. We can go to her and collect some rewards for saving her children. We got an upgrade point or 2. We got an upgrade point and a bigger Broomerang, plus a bunch of garbage. So now there should be 13 rescued cats. Yes, there are 13. And we're well over halfway done. And we've gotten some pretty good rewards too. So now we can teleport over to the Sinner's Inn. We can drop off the jukebox discs that we have found. We have plenty of money or plenty of garbage to buy some more upgrades from Marla. And it looks like Crouton is here waiting for us. We can speak to him. And apparently he's made friends with the giant storm beetle. We've got a lot of discs to drop off, which gives us more garbage. So at Marla, we have 3 left to buy. I'm going to go ahead and buy the most expensive one first since I have so much garbage. Might as well get that one out of the way. And then I don't have enough for the next expensive one, but I can buy the spirit shield. I do have enough for that. And you do want to get every single one because it goes toward 100% completion, and it also helps us. You can go and buy some upgrade points from Big Lisa if you like, but for right now I'm just trying to make sure that I have enough money or garbage to buy all of the upgrades eventually. When you leave, go up the stairs to the right and continue up, collecting any garbage along the way, and over to the right on this dock you can Broomerang dash across, and it leads you to a curse. So let's get this curse. It's of the dying spirit. All of the enemies will shoot out large projectiles when they die, and we have to defeat 15 enemies to break the curse. So once you collect the curse, we are going to teleport to Sculptors Peak, the lower easternmost Sculptors Peak well. Exit to the left. If you remember going down, this is where we fought the stone golem. Continue down. Over here we can Broomerang dash to the left. There is a hidden upgrade point here. I'm going to go ahead and teleport back to the same well I was at earlier, just so that we don't have to walk all the way back. Now, go down from the well and jump on that moving platform and take out these enemies. And you'll see that you get those, it's 3 boomerangs that pop out when you kill an enemy. So you have to be careful of that. I don't think I meant to use my special attack there. I don't know why I did that. It must have been an accident. We're going to head down. And here you need to use your split spirit to cross to the other side and hit the switch. That brings up a permanent bridge below us. Just cross it to the right. And exit to the right. When you hit that switch, you'll see that it's retractable bridges again. So very quickly dash and make your way across. You can see there's a spirit trap there, and there's also these circles of dirt. We don't have the ability that we need yet to be able to access that, but it's coming very soon. So for now, let's just go down, and you'll see that there's an upgrade point there. You'll have to quickly run and dash to make it across the retractable bridges to get the upgrade point. Then you can hit the lever for a permanent bridge, and we can exit back up. So now we want to go to the right. There will be several enemies in this room. Oh, I didn't even see that guy. I was wondering why I lost a health point, but I didn't even see him following me around. Maybe because he was so close to me. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but your haunted helper, he turns see-through when there are no enemies present in the room you're in. And he'll turn white when he's in attack mode. So if you see that he's clear, see-through like he is right now, and then you enter a new room and he turns white, that means there are enemies present there. Once you've taken out those enemies, you want to exit up, and you'll see there's a switch, and we need to use the split spirit to cross over to the other switch to trigger a permanent bridge that goes over to the right. Take out any enemies in this area. Again, your haunted helper will let you know if they're there and when they're gone. And exit out to the right. And this is a well room. So go ahead and save. Of course, if you're missing any of your little cat lives, you're under a curse, so you can't get them back. Let's head down first. And you see there is a photo here. This is the final Grizz photo. And you earned the Grizz's memory trophy. Grizz is so cute. He had some really high highs and some really low lows in his life, but he seems happy enough in the afterlife. If a little bossy. Once you're done with your photo, you can go back up to the well room. I don't know why I went that way. We can either go up or to the right, to rooms we have never been in before. When you go to the right, this brings you to a new area called Moldstone Pass. And when you enter it, Kendra will appear. And she looks upset that we're making friends and thinks we have some sort of a plan. She also slips up and says that the garbage is shipped in. You know, the longer it goes, the less I trust Kendra. I don't think she should be in charge of making decisions on who gets to enter the palace. So here in this this new area, we want to go up and to the right, and you have to quickly cross those moving platforms. And we have new enemies here. Be careful, they shoot out a circle of pink fireballs. Let's go up, and here we get another statue of enemies, but we should definitely be able to break the curse now. See, they make a circle of fireballs. Now, there are new enemies, and those little, it looks kind of like a black stemmed mushroom with a pink umbrella. Those guys, they shoot out circles of fireballs, but it's 3 circles of fireballs, and they move in different directions. Those guys can be very, very tricky. Once you are finished with that area, let's warp back to the Sculptors Peak well that we were last at and go up. Here we have the Curse of Weakness. I didn't go up here before because we already had a curse and we had to get rid of it. So now we have a new curse that automatically forces you down to only 1 health. And this is a particularly bad curse. And we did get an upgrade point for defeating the last curse, just in case you didn't notice. Here I'm going back up to Moldstone Pass to the areas I've already been to. I'm just going to take out these enemies here that are very easy. These pink sort of, I don't know, blobs. We're going to take those out for now because they're pretty easy. But because I find this curse particularly troubling, we're going to go ahead and warp to the Weeping Wastes well. Specifically the one where Grizz is digging. While we're here, we can go ahead and speak to everyone who's here waiting. As you collect friends, if you come back to this area, they will all kind of congregate here until we get 10. They'll also be in other places as well, but anytime you come here, all of your friends will be hanging out in this area. So this just kind of gives you some insight into what they are thinking and feeling leading into breaking into the palace. We're heading back to this area in particular because the enemies here are easier. They don't take as many hits to get rid of. And really, you could follow the path that I'm taking, but I'm not going to give any specifics about going left or right or anything like that because I'm only here to take out enemies. That's really the only purpose for being here. And you can see the Haunted Helper is helping us out quite a bit. There should be plenty of enemies in this area to fully break that curse. And as we come up around here, we're just going to go straight down. Don't bother with the logs on the river. And you'll see right here that I get a trophy. It is called Mess Master. And that's specifically for taking out 1,000 enemies. You could get that trophy at any point in your playthrough. It may not necessarily be in the same place that I got it. So don't panic too much if you don't get it right there. As you can see, we have broken the curse and we received an upgrade point for our trouble. And as soon as you break the curse, you can just open up your map and we are going to teleport back to the Moldstone Pass. So just go to the Sculptors Peak and we can make our way over to Moldstone Pass from here. We've done it a couple of times, so it should be pretty easy to remember. From the well, go right and then go up. And we're officially in Moldstone Pass. We just haven't found a well in this area yet. Go up and go to the right. And you have to air dash across these moving platforms. And again, the enemies are here, so take them out at your leisure. Once we go up, we have already taken out this statue of enemies, so there won't be anything here. We can either go to the left or to the right. So let's go left first. For those guys, you can see it a little better now what I mean by the fireball circles there. So right here, we are going to go for an upgrade point. You're going to need to go on these moving platforms up and you need to get your Broomerang dash ready. You'll see it when you pass by. Broomerang dash up to that stationary platform and grab your upgrade point. And then Broomerang dash back down. And we need to go back to the right where we came from. And we want to exit this room by going up. We encounter another statue of enemies. It's not too many, it looks like 7. You may see a couple of new ones. Those guys, they teleport close to you and then they do a ground slam that causes spikes to come up out of the ground. They're not too bad. I think they're easier than the mushroom looking guys personally. Those guys give me fits. Once you're finished with that, continue going up. And here, just follow the path You can either go to the right or you can go up. Here, I'm going to go right, but you will have to Broomerang dash across each of these platforms. And it is a little slow going, but it's the only way to get across because the gaps are too large between two air dash. Once you get across, you'll see we are in a well room. And right before we end this video, we're going to grab one last upgrade point. If you go down under the well, you'll see that there is a hidden platform and there's an upgrade point at the end of it. So once you grab that, make your way up and make your save, and that is going to do it for this video. So thank you all so much for watching. Please remember to hit like and subscribe so you can always be notified for my next guide. And I can't wait to see everybody back here in part 10. Until then, Khajiit always has wares.